tonight. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
Here's Javier Baez. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's 1 for 3. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Sale has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty D, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Tough slider down low for a strike. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Anthony Rizzo, the second out of the opening frame. Here comes the 0-1. In the dirt here, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball. Baez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts on the run. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Now at the plate, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Nope, 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in
the 1-1 home. Fouled off. The 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Betts is on the move. Popped him up. Baez trying to get there. He can't get to it. This one's down. Throw into second. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Into the box now, J.D. Martinez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First and second here with nobody out. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1 and 2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Set the deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Now he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Bryant over to his right. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. Well, he bluffed the tag from third there, but he's back in safely, no problem. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Mitch Moreland. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. No balls and 1 strike. Down and away, ball 1. Betts on third. Benintendi at second with 2 gone. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul. Two and 2.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
And he fouls this one off. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around. Now batting, Ben Zobrist. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. He's there to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. Standing in, Wilson Contreras. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. There's a strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And it bangs off the monster. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double. At the plate, Rafael Devers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Spin and a throw back to second. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Rafael Devers becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. The 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Now a swing and a miss, maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Here's Darvish on 0-2, and he got him. Here's Jason Hayward now, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First offering on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Is in there for strike 1. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Ready now, Albert Almora. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
2 balls and a strike now. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. The 1-0 delivery. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here's Mookie Betts as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. High in the air out to center field. On the run is Almora. 1 down. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. A base hit in his first trip. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. 0-2 the count to Benintendi. Stays alive, still 0-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Andrew Benintendi becomes out number 2 this inning. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder. Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Swing and a miss, and the count goes full, 3-2. The next 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Xander Bogaerts. He flew out in his last at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. And now time granted here as he'll step out to rethink things, down 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Javier Baez reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Misses, ball 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Ben Zobrist would be next. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Sent on the ground out to second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Coming to the plate now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Throw on to first will take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away. Rafael Devers, the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
The 1-1. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He got called out on strikes his last time through. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike. 1-2.
1 ball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Contreras on at first, nobody out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. He's got it 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So striding in, Jason Hayward, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders. And this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
A 2-ball, no-strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Popped him up. Moreland is there. And that ends the inning. Striding in, Sandy Leon, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. High pop-up. Contreras is under it, makes the play, 1 away. Here's Jackie Bradley now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Started that swing a bit too early.
1-1.
And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Riding in once again, Mookie Betts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strike. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Second baseman, Daniel.
First delivery to him on the way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Javier Baez will be next. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
A ball and a strike now. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Fouled off. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Pedroia is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Moreland's there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Smoke toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox after the inning.
Designated hitter.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. It was a walk in his last trip. As a look, now the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another. Why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
0-1 count and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Benintendi gets his lead at first, nobody out. Prior to the 0-2, will move to first. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And another throw over. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Pitch inside the throw. Ball's there and he is out. Good throw. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down. And this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Jesse Chavez, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Jesse Chavez.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hands.
Murphy will put this one away, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Chris Bryant already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. No balls and a strike to count. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Fouled away. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. The next 0-2. This is skied out toward right. Betts giving chase. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Ben Zobrist. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now he'll step off. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Ready once again, Wilson Contreras. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. Hot shot to third. Devers fields it cleanly. Oh, but it's thrown away at second. Now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Slider, more of a slurve right there, but it's 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Into the box now, Mitch Moreland. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
First baseman, Moreland.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 0-1 on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. And a fastball just a bit up. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1. He's set and the pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. And a neck-high fastball that time. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. A little bit outside. 2-1. Popped him up. Rizzo in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back. Standing in, Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Starts him with a good rising fastball. There for strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. And he lays off for ball 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-2. This is lined into left field, a base hit. Stepping up to the plate, Sandy Leon. Struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and he pops him up. Murphy ranging into shallow right. Makes the catch, and that'll return. Here's Jason Hayward now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
At the plate, Albert Almora. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Joe Kelly takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 56.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The second for one on to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the one. Here's Daniel Murphy now, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. 2-0 now. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. In the dirt here. And he'll get back in safely, as wisely he hadn't committed too strongly toward third base. Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. First pitch coming, here it is. Changeup in for a strike. Almora at second, Murphy at first, one gone. And it's 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Count remains 2-2. Still even at 2-2.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back. Just missed that one. Fouled that one off really hard.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
2-0 count, and the pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Still bunting here, but he pulls it back for strike 2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Striding into the box, Mookie Betts. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almora in pursuit, and he makes the catch for the second out. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Lifetime numbers against Justin Wilson. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
And a fastball swung out. Here's Chris Bryant now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Craig Kimbrell comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. Ben Zobrist will be next. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Now at the plate, Ben Zobrist. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Missed with a breaking ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And that's in there, base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. He has the possible go-ahead run only 90 feet away at third base. And here's indication from the dugout of an intentional pass, and that will load the bases here and set up the force at the plate. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Digging in once again, Jason Hayward. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. He beats the tag, safe. And here in the 9th, they have taken the lead. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Right over the middle, knee high. Struck him out. So next will be the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
J.D. Martinez.
Steve Cishek enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 41.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame this guy right here. I would have took the first pitch myself. All you got is kneecaps and elbows coming at you.
And there's his first base hit in this one. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He'll be looking for something. Brandon Morrow comes out. Out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there.
Eduardo Nunez.
From the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
That was a good swing right there. It might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. Nunez aboard here at first with nobody out. Strike called, now the throw down.
Safe.
Runner goes for third. He swings and misses, throw down. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's gone 2 for 6. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Squeeze attempt, misses! But he will make it home anyway on the squeeze attempt, and my goodness, this ball game is over. Now the runner breaks for the plate. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And he's going to be tagged out at the plate. It's a botched squeeze attempt, and with that, this ball game is suddenly over.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors.
From Southeast Texas, we welcome you inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the LA Dodgers and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball on the show. Next. Now at the plate, Brian Dozier. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, Brian.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
Left fielder number 31, Josh Peterson.
Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here, 2 away. Next up for Los Angeles, Justin Turner. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Popped him up. Gurriel moving to his left, and that retires the side. At the plate, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, George.
Check the swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it. 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, reigning batting champion in the American League. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. And this is high, a ball and a strike. This is on the ground over the first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Next up for the Stros, Alex Bregman. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. 2 out, nobody on. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
And this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
The count now at 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Manny Machado now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Stepping up now, number 13. He readies for his first plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. Fastball called strike. 1-2. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the... So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So digging in now, Marwin Gonzalez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Kershaw now on 1-1. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Bellinger sprinting after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Evan Gattis now standing in. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw, 2 hits in 7 tries. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball one. That misses. 2-0. 2-0 count. The pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes. Now to the plate is the Dodgers designated hitter, Corey Seager, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Back to work now is Verlander as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike one. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. So 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Corey Seager is retired to start the 3rd. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
A little bouncer. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate.
It's a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And no swing apparently. Ball 1.
Hmm.
2-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there. It's 3-1 now. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Stepping in, Martin Maldonado. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw, just a 1-for-12 career line. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston. The tag, and he is out at second. Here's George Springer.
Up next for the Astros.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's missed with a slider. Here's a strike. Kershaw comes set. Here's the 1-1. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. Digging in now, Brian Dozier.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Here's Jock Peterson now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
0-2.
Verlander ready with another 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's out number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Justin Turner, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. fastball called for strike 2. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind at a count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout. There's 1 away. Pitch on the way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Chance here for Dozier at second. Right to him. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Kershaw looks in. Here's the 1-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. This is skied out toward right. Puig moves over, and the inning is over. Here's Manny Machado now. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. And that one just missed outside.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Springer. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Now in the box, number 13 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Number 13 becomes the second out here in inning number 5. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one. The 1-2.
It's a breaking ball that misses off the plate. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Striding forward now is the DH, Evan Gattis. First time up, he went down looking. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Digging in, Yuli Gurriel. He drew a base on balls his first time up. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Peterson on the run, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Striding in for Houston, Josh Reddick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Reddick.
That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put in. Here's Corey Seager. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Here comes the first pitch.
Corey Seager.
Swing and a miss at a ball down. And he fouls this one off. Seager makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Fouled off. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Now a big swing by Puig, and he got a lot of this one out to deep left field. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yasmani Grandal.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the 2nd out. Here's Brian Dozier now.
For the Dodgers, second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line hard to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So coming to the plate, Jock Peterson. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's running. Strike taken to throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all four quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is leading off the inning, Martin Maldonado, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ran it in on the fists, 0-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Ball
3-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Swing and a little tapper. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Two strike deliveries in the dirt, 1-2 now. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Maldonado, base runner at first with 1 out. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Barehanded for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. In now, Justin Turner will start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date.
Turner.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Here's Manny Machado now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. 2 down. So stepping in, number 13. Struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning. Coming to the plate now, Alex Bregman will be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. It's 1-2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
A bouncer up the middle. On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th. Here's Carlos Correa now. First offering on its way. Swings through the slider there.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
And there's out number 2. Digging in, Marwin Gonzalez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he just keeps rolling along. Long. Behind 0-2 now.
Ball.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Now to the plate, Cody Bellinger. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
And he misses there. 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
2-2 the count. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now. 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Cody Bellinger goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Bregman in foul ground, but this will land untouched. 1 out, nobody on. Hard on the ground towards short. Correa scoops it up on to first, and there are 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Yasiel Puig, who's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Springer has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the... Evan Gaddis now standing in, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning. Kenley Jansen enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Jansen typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
And that misses 1-1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very...
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. They'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Swing and a liner towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Here's Brian Dozier now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Grounded to third. Bregman gloves it. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Here's Jock Peterson now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And that misses ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And they'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
What an unbelievable effort. He has had total command of all pitches, all quadrants. Dan, this has got to bring a smile to your face.
It does, D-Roy. In a day and age where we don't see very many.
Threw it right past him. At the plate, Martin Maldonado. It was a walk in his last trip. Pitch on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. In line for the victory is Clayton Kershaw. Brian McCann will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He's 1 for 3. Popped him up. Jansen has room in foul territory. 1 away. Here's George Springer. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. Just a tick behind for a strike. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the...
Number 13 is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over. And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Clayton Kershaw. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Look at the numbers. This is what you want from your starting pitcher. He gave him 7 strong innings and set
From Boston, Mass. This evening, we're at historic Fenway Park. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. It's Red Sox baseball, and it's coming up next. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way.
Andrew McCutchen.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 1-1. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. And 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Slider stayed too low, ball two.
The classic back foot slider right there with two strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing.
Swing and the ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are two away.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
The count now at 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. High in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay. Throw won't get him. Here's Didi Gregorius. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's gone 2 for 8.
Gregorius.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone...
And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our... Now at the plate, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. The 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it misses. 3-1 now. J.D. Martinez is on deck. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. Here's J.D. Martinez. In past meetings with Tanaka, it's been a steady 5 for 9. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Not in time. He's in there at second. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Martinez is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. Tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah, you can tell. He is just super confident against right-handed guys.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. J.D. Martinez becomes out number 2 this inning. Hicks is there, and he puts this one away for... Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Didi Gregorius. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And there's ball 2 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. To 2-2 now. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Into the box, Aaron Hicks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, 1-1. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Stepping into the box, Miguel Andujar. He's set. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Chopper to short. Scooped up. And he's safe. Next for New York, Luke Boyd. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. First pitch on its way. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Boyd, originally from the state of Missouri, he was taken in the 22nd round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts, you can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an inning-ending double play.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Hit out towards second. There to get it is Pedroia. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. He's taken him deep once. Slow bouncer to the right side, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Throw on to first, he'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away. Rafael Devers the next to bat. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And it's fouled away. Tanaka into his motion. Here it is on 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Here's big Aaron Judge, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Sale ready with the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking, strike 3. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. This is drilled, but right into the shift. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Here's Didi Gregorius, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the... Next up for the Red Sox, Sandy Leon. In past meetings with Tanaka, He's gone 2 for 8. First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Leon is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season.
I got 2-1 to count.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
The next 3-2. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd. So striding forward now, Jackie Bradley Jr. as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. No balls and 1 strike. And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole, 0-2. Runner goes for second. Now a bunt attempt here. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Now at the plate, Mookie Betts, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this is low, ball 1. Back up the middle, taken in by Gregorius. To second for 1, on to first to complete the double play. Ready for another chance? Andrew Benintendi, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from 3rd and get your team back motivated.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
The count is 2-1.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. First pitch of the at-bat. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2. And now a double play ball perhaps for Pedroia. One there, on to Moreland as they get them both. It's a double play, and that ends the... Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Here comes the first pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Torres ranging into shallow right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Standing in, Mitch Moreland. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the... Digging in now for the Yankees, Luke Voigt.
Leading off for the Yankees.
First pitch on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Skied into straightaway right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Popped high in the air. Sale waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He was a ground out victim last time up. Right there for strike 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
First delivery to him on the way. This one's down to third. Andujar fields it cleanly, and that's the first out. Ready now, Rafael Devers. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Popped him up. Voigt on the move. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now batting, Sandy Leon reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. So 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. No runs, no hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out through 5.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And this is taken for a ball. He walked him. And the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner. Digging in, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice player.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Here's big Aaron Judge, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Popped him up. Devers over to his right. 2 gone. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here it comes. Ball 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there. And they will get... No! He's in there. A very close play at first. Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez. It was a walk in his last trip. 0-1 the count. Comes set with the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Here now the 2-2. Scorched to third. Devers has it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mookie Betts. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. High in the air and deep to left center field. McCutchen going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So striding in, Andrew Benintendi. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. High pop-up. Sanchez has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting 1 in the seats.
The 3-2 one more time. very weakly on the ground. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. No hits to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevator.
Well, the first baseman is under it. Coming to the plate now, Aaron Hicks. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Matt Barnes is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Now pitching for the Red Sox.
Started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Matt Barnes.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance of getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Miguel Andujar goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Luke Voigt is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. First pitch coming, here it is.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Hit hard down the line, and that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. He'll get it into second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double. Runner at second now, nobody out, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. From the stretch, low for ball 1.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Now a look and a throw back to second, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it. He's got it 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Riding in once again, Rafael Devers. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That's a strike to throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Ready with the 0-1. Fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
He squares, and it's in the air. Digging in the switch hitter, Sandy Leon. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. One and 2 to the Red Sox catcher.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Nunez on third with 2 out. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Jackie Bradley Jr. Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Good-looking sinker on the inside corner.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
He got him. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. And he'll look at a first-pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. The 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Another 0-2 coming. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Aaron Judge. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Brandon Workman enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to second. Pedroia fields it cleanly on to first, and how about that for an inning? Here's Mookie Betts. In previous meetings with Britain over the years, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7.
Mookie Betts.
Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Dylan Betances.
Comes set and the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Torres is calling for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. First offering on its way. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
So 1-1 home is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve. Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Workman, a right-hander going 6'5". He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The windup and the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Betts, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple. So a big spot here, and stepping in, Gary Sanchez. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with one gone. Runners are at first and third, one away. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Might be a little worried about a squeeze play. Corner infielders get the signal here to move in with less than 2 out. Chopped weakly to the left. Pedroia on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Leading off for the
First pitch coming. Here it is. Way out in front.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped up. Torres is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's 0 for 4. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Last strike now for the Red Sox. And it's fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Betances is ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, you know he wants that one pitch back that led to the lone hit, but it was pretty awesome watching him do his thing. He had guys off balance and flailing at the plate all game long, so he really was the story.
They left 9 men on base. For the Red Sox, no runs, just 1 hit, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Masahiro Tanaka. The save to Dellin Betances. Loss goes to Chris Sale. Time of the ball game.